Day 4! Tokyo just reached Paris status in my book. The only 2 places in the world where I don't even care if it's raining. So we're here in Tsukiji Market. It's kind of exactly what you would expect for a sushi market. These are some of the food stalls with these huge lunch lines, as you can see. There's also these little stores selling little tchotchkes, umbrellas on a rainy day. For my part, I picked up some wasabi paste, wasabi mayonnaise, and I'm still on the hunt for some raw wasabi and one of those scrubbing boards. We'll see if I can get it. So those little streets were all lined up over here, and now we're going to go head into the actual fish market. You know, I was a little worried about this. I think the action for the day is dried up. That's alright, I still got one more morning. I'll get a bit of an earlier start and we'll check it out tomorrow. Hopefully there aren't any work fires that I need to put out like I had to this morning. You know who you are. This is just too much. We're here at the heart of Japanese seafood and there is an Italian restaurant. I've actually been noticing a surprising number of Italian restaurants, French restaurants, even German restaurants. It's been nice to see. It's surprising though. Are you ready for a shopping montage? I wound up just going with 3 basic sweatshirts. It's always good to stock up on your essentials, and if you don't love it, you shouldn't buy it. Just some friendly fashion advice from Jay. Ginza has a very New York feel to it. Lots of high-end brands, tons of people walking around, just the general sounds of hustle and bustle. Here we go again. It's more that sweet bean paste on the bottom, apricot on the top, and mochi holding it all together. Some of you might be wondering, what the hell happened between lunch and dinner? Calm down. I basically just did a bunch of walking through a bunch of different neighborhoods, but turns out there wasn't too much to see or do there. I started off in Ginza, and then I walked up through these neighborhoods, down and around, before grabbing the metro back to my hotel down here. And like I said, nothing snap-worthy. But I think that's okay, you know, when you're doing this kind of solo travel, you gotta be open to that kind of just aimless meandering. But the night is young. I got a couple cocktail bars lined up, so let's see what kind of concoctions Ginza has to offer. was so cool. Incredible ambiance. And despite the language barrier, I showed him the other bars, and he made an even better recommendation. Yet another awesome experience. Same deal as last time, no menu, but according to the internet, at this bar, Bar Anthem, gin and tonic is the way to go. Now there are these other two guys sitting in the bar with me, these businessmen, suit and tie, and as soon as I order the gin and tonic, one of the gentlemen says, "This is the best gin and tonic in Japan." And then the bartender mentions, "Oh, there's this world championship of bartending, and it's actually happening in Tokyo right now." She thought I was a contestant, which was, of course, flattering, and at this point, you know, we're all chatting away. We start talking about Uber, because, of course, there's nothing else that I know how to talk about. One of these guys actually used to live in San Francisco. So we keep talking, and then we exchange business cards, and guess what? These guys work for PwC. And if you don't know, my dad's a partner at PwC. What a small world. What a great experience. Awesome bar, Bar Anthem, great cocktail. Let's go on to the next one. All right, on to the recommendation from that first bartender, Bar Dice. Let's check it out. Again, the decor is just right up my alley as this weird old soul that I am. It was like faux stonework. Classical music was playing, lots of old scotches and whiskeys up in the bar, the dim lighting. I was the only one there for most of the time. Incredibly strong endorsement for all three of these bars. They were all interesting, they were all different, but they were all excellent.
Another day in the books. All that's left is to dream of Jiro's sushi.